I was about 14 years old when I attended the First Chinese Baptist Church, and James Chuck was just starting his ministry. I was this wretched junior high school kid that was somewhat obnoxious, somewhat irreverent, and I had a kind of a wicked sense of humor. James took me under his wing. It was a challenge to him, but he took a few courses in psychology, and so he felt that he tried to save me. He guided me through junior high school, and college. And now at age 78, I am pleased to report that I'm still an active member of the Third East Chinese Baptist Church. I am not pleased to report, however, that I'm still obnoxious somewhat irreverent, and still have a sarcastic sense of humor. My wife tells me that I'm getting worse. If I am getting worse, what has James Chuck done for me? James hated that question. He absolutely hated that question. That's why I never said it out loud while he was still alive. James loved the question, what is life for? And in so many words, or not in so many words, but in the way he lived his life, James teaches us that life is for God and for serving others. This is a life worth living. A life that is not worth living is one that is self-absorbed and self-centered. This is a life that is wasted. When God called James to the ministry, he wasn't called to move mountains, so he wasn't required to part the Red Sea or to raise the dead, but he was instead called to be like a little pebble, the little rock that you throw into a quiet pond, causing this ripple that touches everything on its path until it reaches the shore, until it returns home to God. James has been a blessing to everyone that he touched, and he performed his ministry until his very last breath. James in turn wanted us to be a blessing to others, and he wanted us to wake up each day and think about 3 persons we can bless. And if everyone followed his example, perhaps we can make a difference in this broken world. Can you just imagine beginning with one little pebble causing a sea change when other people join in, causing a tsunami where at the end, sheep will lie down with lions, sword will turn to plowshare, and there will be peace on earth at last. I still haven't answered the question, my original question of what has he done for me? I still have a lot of imperfections. I sometimes waste my life. I don't always serve God and others. But you can rest assured that because James has led me to Christ, because I accepted Christ, I am not the same person that I used to be. I want to close by thanking the Chuck family for supporting James's ministry. James's work on earth is done, and he has joined Marie Chuck in heaven for his eternal rest. With God's grace and with the belief that nothing separates us from the love of God, we may someday join him. Finally, I have an official announcement. Breaking news. With the passing of James and Marie, Paul Chuck is now the head of the clan of James Chuck. Paul, are you listening? Your first official act is to pay for that humongous bill from the Moon Star restaurant. I know it's lonely at the top, but get over it. Your sister Carol will always be in to clean up your mess.